everyone, welcome to our channel, Life Joyfully Done. I'm Jen.
And I'm Melissa.
And it is Friday Family Fun Day. If you've watched some of our previous videos, you will know we love the OOEY GOOEY Toffee Cake from Liberty Tree Tavern in Magic Kingdom. It's the only seem natural to get all the ingredients together and make one here at home, since our trip isn't till November. So that's several months away and we just couldn't wait. Plus, today is my husband's birthday, so birthday dessert right here. He's very excited to try it. Hopefully it turns out well. Hopefully. All right, you ready to get into it? Let's do it. We talked about this particular dessert on a previous video when we discussed our favorite things at Walt Disney World. We'll go ahead and link that up here as well as down in the description in case you want to check it out when we are done with this video. Now, this recipe was found on the Disney Food Blog website, so we'll also put that link down in the description for you to check out if you decide to also try and make your very own OOEY GOOEY Toffee Cake. Okay, Liz, if you could just read to me what we need to do first, that would be great.
Alright, do you want the ingredients as well?
We have all the ingredients for the bottom portion of the OOEY GOOEY Toffee Cake, which is the yellow cake mix, a stick of softened butter, and 1 egg.
Alright, so it wants you to first mix the ingredients.
Okay, so all of them together?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna just put all this in the dish and get mixing. OOEY GOOEY Toffee Cake! I am so excited for this, Alyssa. You have no idea.
I cannot wait to try it.
Now the butter.
Super soft.
Yes. We did let it sit out for a little bit just so that we didn't have trouble. Oh, you want to do the egg?
I want to do the egg.
All right, go for it.
I kind of want to do it with one hand, but I don't want to...
Yeah, you don't want to get shell in there.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be super duper messy. It cracked in half both ways.
Good job. Nice. Alrighty. We're gonna use our handheld mixer to get this mixed up. So here we go. Okay, not gonna lie, I thought that this would be a lot more liquidy than it is. I'll go ahead and let you take a look. It's more of like a cookie dough type consistency. The next step, Alyssa tells me, is to spread it evenly into the muffin tins. So we are going to grease these first and then start putting some dough in there. We like to spray the paper towel first and then just kind of wipe it in there. We feel that it doesn't leave as much of a residue and it evenly cooks it a little bit better. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, you wanna grease them?
Yep.
All right, go for it. I'm gonna grab this spoon. Okay, and so now we are going to do our best to evenly distribute this into the 6 different muffin tins. I'm gonna just roughly judge that by a spoonful and see what happens. I don't know, Liz, do you think that's pretty even?
Yeah, pretty even. That one's just a little small, but it looks pretty even.
Alright, I think we will give it a go.
Awesome.
Alrighty. And it just says to spread it in there?
Yep.
Alright, so we're just gonna use my clean hands to press this down a little bit so it's even on the bottom there. I think that's pretty good. Now, time to make the cake top. We have the 1 pound of powdered sugar. How much butter are we gonna use?
1/4 cup.
Okay, so just 1/4 cup of butter, 2 eggs, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup of Heath toffee bits. You can find both of those in the baking section at your grocery store. And 1 container of cream cheese, which is 8 ounces. And then also, how much vanilla?
I'm pretty sure it is 1 teaspoon, but I can double check. Yep, 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of vanilla. So let's get started. All right, Liz, what do we need to do first?
So first we need to preheat the oven to 325 degrees.
All right, so could you turn that on for us?
I can.
I'm so excited to try this. No doubt. You want to hand me over the bowl? Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
All right, so what do we need to put in the bowl first?
First, we need to mix the cream cheese until it is...
Until it's what?
Smooth!
All right, so we're gonna mix the cream cheese until it is smooth. Can you hand me those scissors we used earlier? I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get this open on my own. Oh, maybe, I don't know. We don't use cream cheese a lot, so I'm not sure. It says open here, but I think I'll just use the scissors. Work smarter, not harder, right, Liz?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and it's the whole thing, of cream cheese, right?
Yes, these are 8 ounces?
Yes.
Yep, that would be correct.
All right.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
And floppy floppy. Come on.
Flop.
Oh, we still have some in here. Hold on. Could you get a spoon so I can just scoop it okay off?
I almost grabbed a fork.
All right, Liz has gotten me a spoon so I can get the rest of this out of here. Let's mix until smooth. Good job, you stayed near. Alyssa has a sensitivity to noise, and so that's really impressive that she stayed right next to me while I did the mixer. Very good, my dear. Gold star. All right, Liz, what's next?
Next we are going to slowly add the eggs and vanilla.
Okie doke. Why don't you measure out the vanilla very carefully while I do the eggs?
Alright.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna just do 1 egg at a time since it said slowly. And does it say how long to mix it?
It does not, but next it wants you to add the butter and continue to mix.
All right, so let's go ahead and cut the butter so that we only put in the amount that it requires.
Pop quiz, what do you cut butter with?
Butter
knife.
Alright, so now we're going to add our butter and mix some more. what is next, my dear?
Alright, next we are going to add powdered sugar slowly.
Oh boy. So like I said, this is a pound of powdered sugar, sifted powdered sugar at that, and Alyssa's going to attempt to help me by adding it slowly per the instructions. All right, go ahead and put a little bit in there and then I'll mix a little. Okay, that's probably good. I'm just stirring it without the mixer on a little bit so that the powdered sugar doesn't go flying when I turn the mixer on, because that has happened to me more than once with powdered sugar as well as flour. Alright, this is looking good. So let me just show you what it looks like so far. Looking more like a cake batter in my opinion, but it's gonna be delicious. Alright, what's next?
Next we are going to add the chocolate chips and toffee pieces.
Alright, just all together?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do after you mix these in?
After that, we are going to keep mixing it, but not overmix it.
Okay, great. Whoop, there you go. And so maybe we should use a hand mixer, like just a regular old spoon. Spoon. Alright, get that out of your view. And we are just, oh, this is looking good.
Oh.
If it wasn't raw eggs in there, I'd be like,
oh my gosh. I forgot there was eggs in there. I was just about to ask, can I have some?
oh my gosh, this looks so, whoops, some on my fingers. Yes, it really does smell very, very good. Very, very good. Alright, so now we have the mixture with the cake, not the cake, with the chocolate chips in it and the Hershey. I can't talk today, can I?
Man.
My gosh. With the chocolate chips and the heap pieces. Yum, yum. Okay, so now what do we do?
Now we are going to spread it evenly on top of our cake bottoms.
All right, so let's bring those back over. Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, let's start spreading some joy. I'm not sure all of this is gonna fit in here, Alyssa.
Well, never know until you try.
We're gonna take the same method as we did for the cake bottom and just do a spoonful for each and see where we are at.
I think you're right. We might have a little extra.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. My concern is they're gonna overflow in the oven. Oh boy. Well, you learn. Every time you try something new, you learn, right, Alyssa? What we'll do is we'll put a cookie sheet underneath this so that if it does overflow, it doesn't make a huge mess in the oven. I don't know what we're gonna do with the rest of this. Yeah, you think that one needs a little more?
I wonder if we bake it by itself.
Ooh, you know what? We have a brownie mix we could put on top of some brownie mix. All right, we filled up the tins with the mixture and we are ready to put it into the oven. We'll be right back. The timer went off and so we are ready to take the finished product of OOEY GOOEY toffee cake out of the oven. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Take a look at those. They are nice and brown on the top. They did go over the top of the muffin tin, but not by a lot. Definitely didn't overflow, so that's good. I am just trying to think of how, does it smell good?
It smells awesome.
I'm trying to think of how we're gonna get these out of the muffin tin. More on that later. All right, folks, we had just taken the Ooey Gooey Toffee Cake out of the oven and attempted to take one of the delicious pieces out while it was still very hot, and this was the result. It looks delicious, but it did fall apart. So our thought was to go ahead and let it cool completely before we tried to take any more of them out of the pan. This caused the centers to collapse a little bit, and I just wanted to show you that so that if you also wait until it completely cools, you'll be prepared for the fact that it did collapse.
Yeah.
We've tried the one that fell apart when we took it out, and it is so good. Really like a buttery toffee. Oh, can't wait to put some ice cream on this and just devour it. Good. So we got them out of the muffin tin. A little bit of residue left, but to be expected with an Ooey Gooey Toffee Cake, I'm sure. We talked about it, and what did we decide, Les?
We decided we should probably split it into 2 separate muffin tins.
Yes, and these are the muffin tins that are really large, so there's only 6 in each. I think that if we do that, the cake portion, the bottom cake portion, will have a chance to make a really good edging, and also the top. It will have a chance to crisp up on the edge and make it easier to remove once they have cooled. If you have another suggestion, we are open to it. We used this flexible spatula to just, go around the edge of them and scoop them out. Another thing that I think contributed to them breaking apart a bit is the fact that, if you remember, the tops went over the edge a little bit, and so we had to then press those in as we were scooping. So let's just show you how they came out when we scooped them that way. The tops just, separated a little bit. It's gonna taste the same either way. It's gonna be delicious. So it doesn't really matter to us, but if you are really into the presentation of a dessert, you may want to play with it a little bit. Like I said, we're going to try by doing half as much for the bottom layer and seeing what happens. We're now going to go ahead and put these things aside and add some ice cream to the top of this, as well as heat sprinkles, maybe a little chocolate sauce, and try some. Let's do it! I'm excited! Yum, yum! Alright, are you ready to see this? We have added vanilla ice cream, as well as some chocolate syrup, some caramel syrup, and chocolate chips, and a little more of the Heath toffee bits. Look how delicious this looks. I mean, oh. This one is for my husband since it's his birthday, but we each have our own to eat, and we are getting ready to take it down for him. Just wanted to show you before it was gone. All right, we hope that you enjoyed our Friday Family Fun Day where we made the Ooey Gooey Toffee Cake. We're about to dive into it, so we're gonna say bye for now. But first, if you could please help us spread the joy by hitting that like button, go ahead and subscribe. Yes, please subscribe, as well as hit that bell icon so that you get alerted every time we post more joyful content. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!